Hi everyone, it's Demi from Reading with Demi and welcome back to another video. This video is super exciting because I am here to announce that I am a co-host of the second round of Camp Crystal Lake Readathon, hosted by the lovely Barb from Barb's Bookland. So Camp Crystal Lake's Readathon was one of the first readathons I fully got involved in last year. I'm joining the Discord and chatting to everyone, and it's how I met Barb and loads of my other bookish friends. So I am really grateful for this readathon. And when Barb asked if I would be a co-host, I was so excited, because not only does that mean I get to be part of this readathon for the month of October, but it also means I basically get to tell you all about my favourite horror film franchise and the team that I will be leading, which is Team Jigsaw.
Hello, I want to play a game.
So there are 6 teams, all based around horror or thriller or supernatural films and TV shows. I said pretty much early on last year that Team Jigsaw would be mine. Actually, I think I called it Team Nondescript American Town because the teams are kind of based off of the locations in which they take place. And if you've watched Saw, you know that actually we have no idea where it's set, apart from we're pretty sure it's America because all of the characters are American. Let's ignore Cary Elwes's break-in accent in the first Saw film. Yeah, I've watched it that many times. And weirdly, it's kind of like a comfort series for me because I know what's going to happen. The gore doesn't get to me anymore. The tension doesn't get to me anymore. I know what's going to happen, so I love watching these films. And I can't wait for the new one to come out. I am going to be away when it comes out, so I'm super annoyed about that. But I will be watching it as soon as I get back. Cannot wait for Saw 10, especially because it's going back to its roots, and we're gonna have Tobin Bell as Jigsaw and Shawnee Smith as Amanda in it, and I think there's gonna be Mark Hoffman as well, so it's gonna be really exciting. I cannot wait. But enough about the films. I'm here to talk about the readathon. So each team has a team book and a team film. I'm gonna get the very surprising one out of the way first. Our team film is the OG Saw, 2004. Directed by James Wan and Leigh Whannell. I think also written by them both as well. I don't care what anyone says, it's a classic horror film. I know it gets a lot of criticism for being like torture porn and things like that, but the first one, no, you don't see anything really because they made it on such a small budget. So yeah, our team film will be Saw, but hey, if you want to watch the whole series, I am not going to stop you. But we're going to do the original Saw. And the team book that we have chosen is going to be How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix. I have read a few Grady Hendrix books in the past and really enjoyed them. So when I saw this one coming out, yes, I pre-ordered it and I've not read it yet. One, I can't wait to read it, and this readathon gives me a great excuse to read it. So I'm really looking forward to reading this one. Not too long. Let's read. I always forget that hardbacks, the blurb is not on the back. When Louise finds out her parents have died, she dreads going home. She doesn't want to leave her daughter with her ex and fly to Charleston. She doesn't want to deal with her family home, stuffed to the rafters with the remnants of her father's academic career and her mother's lifelong obsession with puppets and dolls. Dolls? Yeah, like Billy. She doesn't want to learn how to live without the 2 people who knew her and loved her best in the whole world. Mostly she doesn't want to deal with her brother Mark, who never left their hometown, gets fired from one job after another and resents her success. But she'll need his help to get the house ready for sale, because it will take more than some new paint on the walls and clearing out a lifetime of memories to get this place on the market. Some houses don't want to be sold, and their home has other plans for them. See, I knew there were creepy dolls and things in this book because my friends had read it and mentioned them as kind of like a potential trigger warning, but it's not a trigger warning for me, so that's good. And now I can relate it back to Saw. I'm going to name all the dolls in this book Billy, because why not? So Team Jigsaw also has 6 prompts, and I probably went really far out of my way to try and somehow link these prompts to the first 7 Saw films. Yep, I managed to link 6 prompts to 7 films. So here we go. For Saw 1, the OG, the prompt is a book that has 2 people on the cover. If you've watched Saw, you know that the majority of the plot is between 2 characters. So I thought this prompt really fit in with that. So 2 people on the cover. Prompt number 2 is for Saw 2, and it's a book that has some sort of thriller aspect in it. I'm leaving this really broad, so if you think the book is somewhat thrillery, it counts. Obviously, the first few Saw films before they got really gory were more thrillers, and it was almost the first film is a whodunit, so if you want to read a whodunit, go for it. But yeah, so prompt number 2 for Saw 2 is a book that has some sort of thrillery aspect in it. Prompt number 3 covers both Saw 3 and Saw 4, and the prompt is a book that has multiple POVs. So I understand this is a really love-hate prompt because I love books that have multiple POVs. If you've seen any of my recent videos, you know I am currently devouring the Zodiac Academy series. Book 1 in that series was just 2 characters, but as you get through the series, it has brought in so many more points of view, and I love it. So that will fit for prompt 3. So that is prompt 3 and fits films 3 and 4. If you know, you know. And if you don't, go watch them. Prompt number 4 is for Saw 5, and that is a book that features a game. So the premise of Saw 5 is a bunch of people trapped together trying to escape, and they're basically told to ignore their instincts and do the opposite of what they would normally do. Of course, they don't listen, and people get killed off in each of the rooms, and they should have all been working together. So prompt number 4 for film 5 is a book that features a game of some sort. I am happy to you to expand that to like an escape room or something like that. If you think it fits, then it almost definitely fits. Prompt number 5, now technically this could go for all of the Saw films. This was the one I actually struggled with most, trying to get something that worked for Saw 6 that hadn't really been used as someone else's prompt. And so prompt number 5 is a book that has blood on the cover. And if you're like, I don't have a book that has blood on the cover, that's fine. I am going to generalize it to red on the cover. So a book that has red on the cover, bonus points if it's blood, but not actually bonus points because I don't think Barb will let me. But yeah, so blood/red on the cover. And the final prompt, number 6, for Saw 7 or Saw 3D or Saw the Final Chapter, whichever you want to call it. P.S. it's not the final chapter, but it is a book that is not on your owned TBR. So the premise of Saw 7 3D, the final chapter, is that someone pretends that they were in a jigsaw trap when they weren't, and I have interpreted this bookishly to think that it's a book that you don't own that you still want to read. So it's almost like taking credit for someone else's work like he did. This could be a library book, a book from Scribd, a book from Kindle Unlimited, a book from Libby. Friend has lent you a book, basically a book that you do not own. If you don't own it, it counts for this prompt. And they are my prompts for Team Jigsaw. Keep an eye out for upcoming videos where I will be giving recommendations for the prompts, as well as picking my own TBR for this readathon. If you've made it this far, please let me know down in the comments if you've seen the Saw films, and if you have, which is your favourite. I realise I haven't included Jigsaw and Spiral in this for the prompts, but I focused on the original septology. I don't know what trilogy is for 7. But yeah, I focused on the original 7 films that came out every year between 2004 and 2011, 2004, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2010. Oh, I was going to go the other way and say 2012. So I will also link below Barb's video as well as all of the others' announcement videos so that you can join, or so that you can hear all the prompts and choose which team you want to join. But obviously my team is the best. It doesn't have to be whichever film you like or whichever prompts you like. Join whichever team you want. If you are taking part in this readathon, let me know which team you're going to be joining, and I will definitely see you over in the Discord. I will pop all the links down below, and all I have left to say is thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
Live or die. Make your choice.